In a world where controversy often lurks just beneath the surface, few could have predicted that one of daytime television's brightest stars would fall from grace in such a spectacular fashion. Joy Behar, long considered the outspoken voice of The View, became the center of an unprecedented media storm that threatened not only her career, but also her very freedom. What started as a seemingly innocent comment spiraled into a nightmare, pushing Behar to the brink as she attempted to flee the country, only to be intercepted in one of the most dramatic moments of her career. This is the story of how Joy Behar, once celebrated for her humor and bold opinions, found herself at the center of a storm of controversy, legal battles, and personal turmoil. It's a tale of betrayal, power, and a dangerous game of public image, a game that Behar may not be able to win. It all began innocently enough. During an episode of The View, Joy Behar, always known for her sharp opinions, decided to voice her thoughts on Karoline Leavitt, the newly appointed White House press secretary. Behar questioned the legitimacy of Leavitt's qualifications and went so far as to suggest that her role was more about her appearance than her experience. The comment wasn't just a passing remark, it was a pointed critique of a woman who had fought hard to earn her place in one of the highest offices in the land. What Behar didn't anticipate was how quickly her words would escalate into an all-out public uproar. Her comment was perceived as a slap in the face to women everywhere, especially those who had spent years breaking barriers in male-dominated fields. Instead of starting a healthy conversation, Behar's words struck a nerve with millions. The backlash was swift, but it wasn't just online trolls who were upset. High-profile political figures, feminist leaders, and even celebrities began to speak out. The controversy exploded on social media platforms, with hashtags demanding her resignation from The View trending worldwide. Critics argued that Behar, who had long championed women's empowerment, had now undermined another woman simply because of her appearance. The message was loud and clear. Behar had crossed a line, and the world was watching to see what would happen next. As the story gained traction, the consequences for Behar grew more severe by the hour. The once untouchable TV star was now on the defensive. Sponsors, some of whom had supported The View for years, began pulling their ads in droves. The show, which had been a cornerstone of daytime television, was now struggling to maintain its credibility. ABC found itself in crisis mode, facing a battle on multiple fronts. Behind the scenes, tensions were rising. The network's executives were locked in emergency meetings, unsure of how to handle the situation. The loss of major sponsors was a financial blow, but the bigger concern was the show's tarnished reputation. Would the show be able to recover from the controversy? Would Behar be held accountable for her words? Public opinion was just as divided. Some fans of the show rallied behind Behar, claiming that her comments had been taken out of context, but others were less forgiving. They felt that Behar, who had long positioned herself as a champion of women's rights, had undermined that very message by disparaging another woman in power. The backlash was so intense that petitions for Behar's removal from The View flooded online platforms, collecting hundreds of thousands of signatures in just days. In the midst of all this turmoil, Behar remained defiant. She insisted that her words had been misunderstood, that they had been taken out of context. But the public wasn't buying it. Her attempts to downplay the issue only made things worse, and soon it became clear that this wasn't just a minor scandal, it was a full-blown crisis. It was at this moment, with Behar's career teetering on the edge, that Karoline Leavitt decided to take action. She filed a $50 million defamation lawsuit against Behar, accusing her of making false and malicious statements designed to damage her reputation. The lawsuit sent shockwaves through the media industry. This wasn't just a simple celebrity feud. It was a legal battle with massive implications. Legal experts described the lawsuit as one of the most significant in the history of daytime television. It wasn't just about money, it was about power, influence, and the dangerous consequences of irresponsible words. As Behar's team scrambled to mount a defense, the public continued to speculate about the true motivations behind Leavitt's decision to pursue legal action. Some believed it was a strategic move to silence Behar once and for all, while others saw it as a way for Leavitt to prove that no one, not even a television personality, was above the law, but Behar's world was beginning to unravel in ways she never could have imagined. As the lawsuit progressed, insiders revealed that Behar's paranoia was growing. It wasn't just the legal battle that was weighing on her, it was the intense public scrutiny. The network pressure, the petitions, and the growing animosity towards her had left Behar feeling cornered. In a shocking turn of events, Behar allegedly began devising a plan to escape the country. Rumors circulated that Behar was planning to flee to Italy, a country where she had deep roots and where she could lay low while the storm of controversy passed. Some even suggested that Behar believed this was her only way out, an escape from the mounting pressure and the inevitable legal consequences. What she didn't anticipate was that federal authorities were already monitoring her movements. As she attempted to board a one-way flight to Italy from a New York airport, agents from TSA and law enforcement intercepted her. Witnesses reported a chaotic scene. Behar, who had once been the face of a major television network, was now in handcuffs, surrounded by flashing cameras and curious onlookers. The arrest was a spectacle, and it was broadcast across the media. Within hours. The sight of Behar, the queen of daytime television, being escorted through an airport in handcuffs was a striking image. For many, it symbolized the dramatic fall of a woman who had once been untouchable. For others, it was a moment of vindication, a sign that justice was being served. As the news of Behar's arrest spread, Karoline Leavitt issued a statement that would become one of the defining moments of the controversy. "This isn't just about me," Leavitt said. "This is about ensuring that no one, no matter their fame or their position, gets away with maliciously damaging another person's reputation." Her words rang out across the media, striking a nerve with those who saw her as a hero standing up for accountability. But for Behar's supporters, it was seen as a public humiliation too far. Could Leavitt's actions be considered vindictive, or was she simply doing what needed to be done? As the media continued to dissect every word, Behar's arrest became a symbol of the greater conversation around accountability, power, and justice in the world of media. Now, Behar's fate remains uncertain. As she faces both a defamation lawsuit and the fallout from her dramatic arrest, her legal team is working tirelessly to manage the situation. ABC, too, has remained largely silent on her future with The View. Will she return to the show? Will she be replaced? And if her career is over, what will be the long-term consequences for Behar, both financially and personally? The entire world is watching. Will she face the legal consequences of her actions? Or will she find a way to rebuild her career and regain the public's trust? The outcome of this saga will have lasting implications, not just for Behar, but for anyone who dares to speak out in the public eye. As this explosive story continues to unfold, one thing is clear: Behar's journey is far from over. And what happens next may change the world of daytime television for deeper emotional insight. We explore Behar's mental and emotional state as the pressure mounts, including her internal struggle and paranoia. Increased media impact. The fallout is explored more deeply, with a focus on the broader implications for the media and public figures in general. More detail on legal consequences. The script delves deeper into the significance of the lawsuit, both for Behar and the public, and its larger impact on media. Personalities extended public and legal drama. Further exploration of the emotional and legal ramifications of Behar's actions, with added drama and tension in the storyline.